marriage. Marriage, as we know, contains a lot of secrets, for which the one who is about to enter and the one who has entered are supposed to know. And when they know this, it will help them to sustain their marriage. There is a discovery that only 10 secrets of marriage have been discovered. And the first secret is that everyone has a weakness. And so if you are about to enter a marriage, or you've entered already, you should understand that you have a weakness. And so do your spouse. You are supposed to look out for their strength and not to focus on their weakness. Because when you focus on their weakness, they will gradually intend to leave you. So you should understand that you have to look out for their strength in them to maintain your marriage. Secret number 2. Every marriage has its own level of success. Yes, you cannot compare your marriage to that of another. You should know and you should understand that your marriage has its own space of growing. And so do not compare your marriage to that of your neighbor or to that of your friend, but rather use love, harmony, and peace to nurture your marriage for it to achieve the success you are seeking for. Secret number 3, by Bill Lawrence. He says, God will not give you the perfect person you desire. God will never give you the perfect person you desire. And so if you are entering into marriage, you should know that the person you are about to marry will have his own fault. And so you are to mold the person into the person you desire. And so God will not give you someone who is perfect, but rather God will give you someone you are to mold, you are to nurture, and you are to care to make the desire you need. Secret number 4. Marriage is not a contract for which when you are entering, you'll be thinking about how to cut down the contract. No. Even the Bible says that God hates divorce. For that reason, you cannot enter marriage with the conception that you can leave it. But rather, you are to enter marriage for better, for worse. Which means that when you are married to someone, in times of need, in times of pain, in times of happiness, you stay in that marriage. That's what God expects from you. Secret number 5. Immediately you enter marriage, you've declared war to the barriers of marriage, to certain obstacles that always pull and fight against successful marriage. And these barriers are as follows: lack of love, laziness, unforgiveness, dishonesty, fornication, adultery, and among others. As an individual, you should know that in marriage we support vision. We don't rely on vision. So when you are entering into marriage, or you've entered already, you are to seek out the vision of your spouse, and you are to help in all aspects to pull that vision to the highest degree. So you are not in the marriage to get the end product, but you are in the marriage to contribute to the end product of the marriage. And so when God created man, he gave him a supporter to help in the quest he has given to man to multiply And so always in marriage, we seek and we support vision. Secret number 7. Every marriage is an institution, but a defined institution by God. Marriage is not something we enter just like that. Before you enter, you should understand the fall and the progress of it. So when you enter marriage, you should know that there are times where the marriage will fall, and there are times when the marriage will stand. And only love can make that marriage succeed. So focus on the best you can get from your marriage. Focus on how to make your marriage prosper through communication with your partner, through understanding of your partner, and through respecting your partner's concern. Secret number 8. Marriage is forgiving. Marriage is forgiving. In every marriage, which we say is a good marriage, if you ask the secret behind it, it is forgiveness. And so when you are entering, or when you've entered marriage, you should know that the secret behind it, to be good and to be great, is forgiving each other. So no matter the fault of your person that you've married, you should know that when they fall, when they do something wrong, you have that quest in your heart to forgive them. And that will send your marriage to the next level. Secret number 9, which is most important, is that everyone has a dark history. Every one of us have a dark history. So if you are entering, or if you entered marriage, you should know that your spouse is having a dark history. And so your duty is not to go and dig that past, but rather your duty is to remember and to focus on the present and the future ahead. So in marriage, we do not dig history, the dark history of the person we've married, but rather we think about the present and the future ahead of it. To our last secret in marriage, the ultimate quest, an intentional gain, an intentional loss. Yes, you should understand that marriage, as people say it just like that, is also an investment institute. So when you are in a marriage, you should understand that you contribute financially to the marriage, emotionally to the marriage, and socially to the marriage. Do not focus on one particular side, as in the man's side, but rather you combine both sides to make your marriage progress. It is Jeri-Wins, and as usual, I am because we are. Thank you.